Completely understanding and defining your goal is literally the first step to accomplishing your goal, and it is a guaranteed way to make it easier. Now, I say define your goal. Many of us, we know what our goal is, right? Here's my goal. I want to gain 1,000 members in my school community. Easy peasy, there's my goal. Let's go. No. I say this because those of us with ADHD, anxiety especially, and even depression, this is not enough. Many of you have the idea, you have the goal, but you have not started it, you have not done it because you don't know what to do. This is the whole purpose of this exercise. When defining a goal, we want to further refine the goal, but we also want to leave it open for a higher power to make opportunities happen for ourselves. Y'all know I love talking about the higher power, right? So what do I mean? So some of the questions you might ask yourself, right? Who? What is the goal? But there's more to it than that. When? Where? And how? How's the big one? So I'm gonna put it here. Okay. And actually there's another very important one. The feeling. Many of us overlook this part. This part is very important. We're gonna get into that more. So we're gonna start with who. So for some of us, our goal might be a person. But I'm gonna tell you guys, you do not want to have a specific person. When it comes to manifesting a person, we don't want an actual person. We want to define what qualities that person has. So for instance, say your goal is to have a loving, wonderful relationship. The who is not Bob. No. The who is someone who is emotionally intelligent. Excuse my horrible writing. I actually write in cursive, so this is a mess. The who could be someone I'm attracted to. This is what I mean by the who. The reason why you don't want to manifest a specific person is that person might not fit your actual goal. And you might not know it yet until you have that person in your life, and you can get that person in life. If you manifest the person, you can get that person. But you might not realize that you do not really want that person until they're in your life and they're wreaking havoc or whatever it may be. So it's best to not define an actual person, but to define qualities that you want in that person. But for my example, my who is different. My who is 1,000 members. And it's me. Me and my 1,000 members. This is important. Had I not, say I didn't define this very well and I just said, build my school community. But how do you want to build it? Where do you want it to be? There's so many ways you can build the community. You can build the whole community up. You have all the courses, all the modules and everything, and you still ain't got no members. So the who is the 1,000 members. And then there's me and it. This is the what. Okay? But the what can be further defined. The what can be, what do I need to get this goal? Now, this part right here, I'm going to talk about this deeper when we get into the first step. We're not there yet. So we're going to skip this for now. When. You want to be very careful when you define a when. You are orchestrating this plan with your higher power. May that be your higher self. And they know more than what you know in regards to when something can happen. Because sometimes we might have very limiting beliefs on when something can happen. We might think, say I think it'll take 2 years for me to get 1,000 members. But there's a possibility out there that I might not know that it'll only take me 1 month. You never know that. So you want to be very flexible with the when and try to choose a time. I would say choose a time range instead of one specific time. So I'm good with this. 1 through 12 months. Actually, no. You want to push yourself, okay? Push yourself to what you believe is possible. 1 through 6. I'm gonna go with 1 through 6 months. 1 through 6 months. I would love that. I would love it in 1, honestly. 1 through 6 months. Where, say for instance, you want to moved somewhere, that's where that where would go. But you don't want to just say where. You don't want to just say, I want to move to Houston. You want to say, I want to move to Houston in a home I'm happy in a happy home. What is that home like? Define the home. What do you want in the home? Where's the home? What? This is where the what can come in as well. What do you want that home to look like? What qualities do you want in that home? You want to be very specific with that because you want to know what you're getting into. But you don't want to be so specific. Like I said, this is a very delicate balance in defining your goal. You don't want to be so specific that you're limiting yourself, but you also don't want to be so wide that the universe will throw you anything, right? For instance, one time I kept saying, I want a basketball, I want a basketball. Oh, I want a basketball so bad. Minor, easy manifestation. But when I got that basketball, it turned out to be a basketball with a lump in it. It didn't bounce very well. It was very cheap. It was horrible quality. I didn't want it anymore. And it's because I wasn't specific. I just said I wanted a basketball. I didn't say I wanted a basketball that functions well. Or even, here's another good example of where I said, I want a basketball, but I want the basketball to be good, right? That was my second one. Guess what? I got the basketball. It was a good quality, but guess what? I was not in a place where using the basketball was easy. So this can be very important. So if I wanted to say manifest a basketball, I want to say I want a basketball where I can use it at a court that's nice and blah, blah. You understand what I'm saying? You got to be more specific when you have your goal, because if you're not specific enough, you're not having a course of action or direction that you want to go. You want to set yourself up for that course of action and direction. So for me, where, right? School. I'm gonna break it down even more, right? I want 1,000 members in my school community, but where else would I be getting some of these members from? I post on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. I post on all of these. This is my where. And the reason why I want to define this is because I want to define where I'm getting these 1,000 members. Because 1,000 members, this is right here, this is really what it is. 1,000 members in school. But where am I getting it? Where am I spending my time to make this goal possible? This is my where. The where can be so many different things. You can even put the when, right, as how much time you spend. 4 hours. Say you have 4 hours you have to spare, because you don't want to just say 4 hours and you can't even do it. What is the amount of hours you have to spare and want to spare? I want to spend 2 to 4 hours a day. I want to spend 2 to 4 hours a day on my school community and YouTube and Instagram, TikTok to get 1,000 members in 1 to 6 months. Do you see how we're further defining the goal? The more you get this, the easier it is to figure out that first step. Now that we're laying this all out, I'm gonna erase this. I remember it. This is where the how comes in. The how is almost like you're writing the summary of the entire story. How? So, I will use social media to market my community. I will use social media to market my community. You notice how I'm saying I will? You're speaking it as if it's going to happen. You can even say I am using. You can speak it, matter of fact, you can do that. I am using social media to market my community. Let's make it flow. I'm spending 2 to 4 hours per day. I'm gonna further my win. I don't work on Sundays, so Monday through Saturday, I will get them in 1 through 6 months. I really wanted less than that. The reason why you want a range is because you want the lowest to be as low as seemingly possible, okay? To me, 1,000 members, it might take me about a month. I'm gonna be honest, it could be shorter than that. So I'm leaving that open, but I'm okay with it. You wanna do the smallest amount that you are okay with. I'm telling you, the time thing is very delicate. And you can just leave this part out completely if you want to. But if you want to, especially with those time sensitive things, do the smallest amount you're comfortable with that is seemingly possible. And sometimes things aren't seemingly possible, so I said it's very delicate. Some things happen that are just like, don't even seem possible and it can. I'm just really putting emphasis on that because the time thing can really change. Time is an illusion. I am using social media to market my community. I'm spending 2 to 4 hours a day, Monday through Saturday. I will get them in 1 through 6 months. Notice how there's so many wonderful things I'm doing here. I'm speaking what I can do right now in present tense. I speak with definite that I will get them. Now I might, not maybe, I will get them in 1 through 6 months. Now this is the feeling part. You want to focus on the feeling. How would you feel if this happened? Excited, happy, joyful? I feel excited, grateful, and happy. The reason why you want to do this is because putting a feeling to your goal helps manifest it faster, because you're putting yourself more and more into it being a reality. And notice how I wrote it in present tense. If you have 1,000 members right now, for my example, or if you had the love of your life right now, or if you had the car of your dreams right now, or you had the business you always want right now, how are you feeling? Visualize that, imagine it, and express that feeling within your goal. This is how you further define your goal. 1,000 members in my school community. I'm using social media to market my community. And you can even put every, thing that you're using on there. This might change later on. We'll get more into that later. I am spending 2 to 4 hours per day, Monday through Saturday. I'm already doing that. I know it's possible. That's another thing. You want to make sure that this win part, you want to make sure that it has crossed through, but you want to make sure this part is doable. Don't try to push yourself too hard. Don't try to be too lazy. You got to do something towards this. And this part you might be asking, well, how am I going to make sure I stay consistent with it? We're going to get into that, y'all. This is a journey, not a race. What good would it do you if I told you everything in one video? It would do you absolutely no good. So 2 to 4 hours a day, Monday through Saturday. I will get them in 1 through 6 months. I feel excited, grateful, and happy. This is a wonderful roadmap right here. The very last part we're going to talk about is this is the ultimate how. The what can I do now? First step. What is the first? Okay. Listen up, guys. Those of us with ADHD, anxiety, depression, it is so common for us to have a goal in mind. We get all up in our head and we start trying to think of every single step in the process. And because we're thinking of every single little step in the process, we get overwhelmed. We get nervous, we get scared, we don't know what to do. The reason why we're doing this first step, and this is so important, that first step is because you are letting go of all of these, I gotta do this. Once you get onto this, it gets overwhelming. You get stuck because you're thinking of everything in the future now as if you have to do it now, and you don't. All you have to do is this first step, okay? So you have defined your goal. You further define your goal. You've further defined this feeling. Now you need to think about, use that powerful mind that thinks of every step and just focus on the first one. What is the first thing you could do tomorrow with no limitations on tools, with no limitations on money, no limitations at all? You can literally do it right now. You listen to this video, you can literally get off of this video right now and do it. What is that first thing you can do? This is the beginning of it all. And say you've already started, you already got some stuff. What's the next thing? The next thing that you can do right now, this is what you should always be thinking. Every day should be your first step. I already took my first step. So what's my next first step? Your mind should always be on what is your first step. Because truly, if you think about it, our first step towards any goal was the day we were born. So always think in the mindset of what is the first step. Every day is your first step. Every single second is your first step. So I'm gonna tell you what mine is. My first step that I'm gonna do tomorrow. That's not to say, now when I say tomorrow, that doesn't mean I can't do it now. I could do it now, I just don't want to do it now. So your first step doesn't mean, oh, I have to do it now. But you gotta do it at least by tomorrow. Yes, that's the rule. My first step, make a video for my script. I have already written many scripts for various videos. And yesterday, I had a wonderful Zoom call with someone. Jason, I don't remember his full name. He's part of the school community, Creator Light. Shouts out to him. And he helped me figure out how to improve my short form videos to get more leads so I could get more people to my school community. So I've written a script for that based off of the stuff that he gave me. And that's what I'm going to do. That's my first step. And you might have multiple first steps. I have another one. It's upload the video I already did. I'm not writing that down, but every day is the first step. I want you to really think like that. This is how you define your goal to getting to it. And in here, if you want to even amplify it, I feel accomplished. When I do that, I'm gonna feel accomplished. This is the reward system. This is some hideous handwriting, but y'all, I write better than this, y'all. It's just because of the recording. Anyway, I feel accomplished. This is the rewarding system that you need to start having when you have ADHD, anxiety, depression. You need to reward yourself for every little thing you do. You can actually do this as an exercise every day if you want to. If you make a to-do list daily or weekly or whatever it is. That's what I want you to do. I want you to take your first steps. I want you to write your to-do list based on a first step. And I want you to put a feeling to it. I want you to put the feeling before it even happens. Because you're basically manifesting that feeling when you put that. So make a video from my script, I feel accomplished. When I make that video from my script, I'm gonna feel accomplished. Because I spoke it into existence, I wrote it down. And it's the truth, that's how I'll feel. It's like you're doing a manifestation every day. All of this is manifestation, but you're putting in the work. You're taking it from your mind and putting it into the physical reality. But it starts here. Your mind's a powerful thing. And that's why it's very important to reframe your thinking from negativity to positivity. So if you haven't seen that video, check it out. And if you made it this far in this video, I want you to put first step. And I want you to write down, what is your first step on your goal? Because every day is your first step, remember that. So what we got here? We got, for me, this is my goal. 1,000 members of my school community. I'm using social media to market my community. I'm spending 2 to 4 hours a day, Monday through Saturday, on building my community. I didn't write that, just fill in the blanks. I will get them in 1 to 6 months. I feel excited, grateful, and happy. My first step is make a video from my script. I feel accomplished. This is so powerful right here. I even have something you can do. You can take this right here, make a Notion document or something, right? And make it your to-do list. Make your to-do list this goal. Put this on your to-do list, on the top, permanent. It stays there permanently. You do not change it unless you do need to make some minor changes, but for the most part, it stays the same. And then under your to-do list, I want you to put each of your first steps. The only moment is the present moment, so it's always the first step. Make a video from my script. I feel accomplished. post a video. I already filmed. I feel accomplished, or I feel motivated. Do that. Y'all, you do this. If you do this, it's impossible for you to not accomplish your goal. As a matter of fact, even better, you could put stuff in here. Say you need education. That's part of the how. I learn how every day. Actually, I think it should be a requirement. This is a requirement. Secret sauce. If you made it this far, you got the secret sauce. Congratulations. Put secret sauce in the comments if you made it this far. I learn how every day. This is a requirement to put this in here. Why? Because as I said in the previous video, every day you are learning. You have never accomplished this goal. I have never had 1,000 members in the school community before, and I don't know how to do it. So every day I learn. Put that. Matter of fact, that should be the first thing. I learn how every day, and then the rest can follow. Do this, and you are guaranteed to accomplish your goal. It will be impossible. If you do every single thing that I've been teaching you all in these videos, in the school community if you're there, link in the description for that. It is impossible for you not to accomplish your goal. Impossible. So this is the sauce right here, y'all. This is it. This is all you need. And then you'll need more in the videos to come. Y'all, if you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe to come along on this journey of me accomplishing my goal and you accomplishing yours. Learning how to manage your ADHD, anxiety, depression, using your ADHD to your absolute advantage. Learning how to use your symptoms to make your life better, to help you get to this goal. You'll learn all of that here in more detail and more hands-on in my school community. Link to that in the description. Like this video, leave a comment how you felt, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Peace.